I'd like to invite our first communicants to bring that yellow slip of paper with you and come up to here. You're going to help me with the homily. Okay? All right. Come right up here. Right up here. Right here. Have a seat. So I'm going to ask you a question. How do you know someone loves you? How do you know that? How do you know someone loves you? Does anybody love you? How do you know? They care about you. Thank you. Yes, that's an excellent first answer. What else do they do to show you that they love you? Okay. This is going to be a tough audience. I can see that. They love you. How did they show that to you? They hug you. Yes, they hug you. They tell you that they love you, right? Okay, let me ask you a question. How do your mom and dads show that they love you? Well, certainly they hug you, right? And they give you a kiss, and they tell you that they love you. But what else do they do? Who bought those clothes for you? Oh, your mom and dad. Does that show that they love you? Yeah. Who made sure that you ate today? Oh, does that show that they love you? Yeah. Who makes sure that you get to school? Oh, does your dad? Yeah. And your mom? Does that show that they love you? Yeah. There are lots of ways that we show love, even beyond the words. In fact, which is more important, that people say, I love you, or that they show you that they love you? Huh? Show. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's really important because that's the way we know for certain. You know, I can say something, but unless I actually follow through in doing it, well, you know, those are two different things, right? And when I follow through and do it, that shows. That's very important. You and I gather here today on a very special day, not just because it's the 1st of May, but because it's the first time you get to receive communion. And that's really an important gift. You know, we heard in the gospel how Jesus prepared, the last time they saw him when he rose from the dead, he prepared a meal for them, right? He fed them. And that's exactly what he does for you. The risen Lord feeds you today, except, you know, it looks like only bread. It will taste like only a little bit of wine. But it's more than that. Because Jesus calls us to share in his life. And that's why, before he died, he took the bread and he said, this is my body. And he did the same with the cup. He said, this is my blood. And he gave it to his disciples. And he said, do this. Do this. Do this in memory of me. And every time, St. Paul says, we do it, we proclaim the death and the resurrection of the Lord. And so, yeah, I'm the one that speaks today, but the one who does it is the Lord, because he's going to feed you again. He's going to show you how much he loves you. And then he'll give you himself, because you're right, we show people that we love them by giving them a hug, right? Yeah. Except he's going to hug you from the inside. He's going to give you the gift of himself so that he can wrap you in his arms and hold you tight and watch over you and help you as you grow. Does that mean that you'll always be spared from difficult things? No. We heard in that first reading how Peter and the other disciples, well, you know, they got in trouble with some of the leaders and they even beat them. But they said, you know what? We're doing the right thing and we know the Lord is with us. And so they were able to continue on doing the right thing because They knew that the Lord loved them and cared for them and would give them strength through it all, which is what he will do for us as well. And so today, it's a very special day as you receive the Lord for the first time. But you know what? There are lots of special days yet to come, because it's not just this Sunday, but every Sunday he invites you to come to his table, and he prepares that meal for you to share with you that gift over and over again. How old are you? How old? 8. All of you are 8 years old? You're 7? Yeah. You know what? I was 8 when I received my first communion. And you know what? How old I am now? I'm 71. That's a long time, right? And I've received the gift of Christ over and over and over again. Oftentimes, every day. And I just think, what a wonderful gift that has been in my life, that the Lord has wanted to come and hug me from the inside and hold me close and take care of me and guide me. And that's what he does for you today and every time you receive the gift of the Eucharist. Isn't that great? I think so too. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to stand up and we're going to once more talk about what we believe that God has done for us in his love, and then we're going to pray, okay? So why don't we stand up and pray the creed.